Hi everyone, today we are going to go through the 2021 weekly planner template. So I'm going to show you how to edit those. There are 5 different layouts, so you will be hard pressed not to find a weekly layout that you like or to be able to offer something in your shop that somebody else doesn't like. So remember, all of my templates are created in Adobe InDesign if you're new to this channel or new to Pretty Fabulous, and you do not have to learn Adobe InDesign. I can't emphasize this enough. You could do one of two things. One, I always give you the PDF, so you could just sell the PDFs as is. You don't have to make any changes. There's no branding on it that says Pretty Fabulous or anything else. I'm a B2B seller, so I'm selling these so that you can use them and resell them as PDFs on your own or have them made into planners. The second thing is you could just print these out, mark them up on your own, and just send them to someone on Fiverr that is an InDesign person, and they'll make the changes for you. The third option is you could take all of the pages. I send you all the pages as JPEG, so just like a photo image. You could actually upload those images into Canva or PicMonkey or any tool like that, and then you can't edit it. So just to be clear, you can't edit inside of Canva or PicMonkey, but you can use those tools to overlay on top of images or put a text box on something, or just kind of work with what you have and then sort of put things around it just like you would any other photo. So that's all I wanted to share. Now, the weekly planner templates are the #1 bestseller in the shop. So those have been priced at $47 for like 2 years now. So I do want to warn you that after Friday, the price will go up. And now all of the templates in the shop, anything that's been dated has been updated. So everything after Friday will go up, including the Ultimate Planner Bundle. So the Ultimate Planner Bundle, I'm going to just share my page with you just so you know, because I think some people are buying a couple planners here, one off and here and there. And the Ultimate Planner Bundle is really the best deal. So if you go into the shop, you're going to see here starter kits, right? So starter kits, the InDesign starter kit has just a lot of different, not planner specific things, but just things inside of there, like Girl Boss planners, even though I just said it doesn't have planners in it. It has a slide deck on how to create freebies, how to do, an InDesign template for a to-do list, how you can, sell that as a digital download, also ready to use quotes for Instagram. If you look at my older Instagram feed, I used to do sort of like a checkerboard where I'd have a picture, then I'd have some words and a picture and words. So anyways, so I've given you all of those and shown you how to use them, as well as a tutorial and a workbook on InDesign 101. So that's all inside of the InDesign starter kit. And then the Ultimate Planner Bundle, what you get inside of there is you get all of the weeklies that we're talking about today. And then you get the academic planner, you get the annual, you get the monthly, you get the daily. I know I have to update this so you can see the new 2021s for everything, but everything as of right now inside the Ultimate Planner Bundle has been updated to 2021, and the price has gone up for everything. So after this Friday, both the weekly planner, if you only want those, as well as the Ultimate Planner Bundle are all going up on Saturday mornings. So if you are thinking like you want to create a planner, now is definitely the time to do it. Also, I just want to point out, every year I do update the covers. So the weeklies, all 5 layouts received a new cover. I always think covers help sell planners because people get excited about covers. They like covers. You could take these. I'll show you how to take these. You can totally erase where it says weekly planner and then put something like a fun quote there. You could put a picture there, a cartoon image, anything you want. You could put nothing there even, or you could put your logo, and I'll show you how to do that today. But you're going to have 5 different layouts, 5 different covers, and you can mix and match all of those. There's a video, again, inside of my channel, which is free to anyone, on how to move pages within Adobe InDesign. So if you have, especially if you have the Ultimate Planner Bundle, you can move and mix and match all of those covers with any other cover or different layouts. You could take some of the annuals layouts and plug those into your weekly. You could take monthlies and insert those in between inside those different weeklies. So tons of different things to do with all of these different layouts. So let me see if anybody has any questions. And I know someone did mention that they would like to know when I go live, and I'm for sure 100% going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. My friend Chelsea, who is a very talented web designer and brand designer, and she knows everything about online business, is going to be on this channel tomorrow, and she is going to talk about just how to create high-end brands. And also, she is the person that I refer everybody out to when they want custom design work for a planner. So Chelsea is 100% the person that you want to go to for that. And she can do your website and logos and everything else and workbooks. She can do it all. Like, there's really nothing she can't do. So let's go ahead and go into these planners. So like I mentioned, there's 5 different layouts. So all the layouts kind of work the same. I'm going to show you the first one over here. So let's just talk about the covers, to swap out the covers. So let's say I really like the cover of number 2. And I don't like it. I like it more so than the cover that's on number 1. Here's how you would swap out those covers. All you'd have to do is go in here, make sure to go to Window, and make sure Pages has a check mark in front of it so you can see it over here on that pop-up panel. Now, once Pages is selected, go to that cover so you can see I have the cover highlighted over here, and so it's showing up in my workspace. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say move page. Now it's going to ask me where I want to move it. I don't want to move it within the current document. I'm going to say I want to move this to that first page or that first document, O1, and I'm going to move it before page 1 because I want it to be my new cover. So I'm going to say okay. And now when I go over here, it keeps it there. It doesn't actually delete it or anything. It just moves a copy. You're going to see that I now have that new cover over here. So what it did is it took the old cover and it just pushed it down, right? So we're going to go ahead and undo that because it ruins all of the formatting that we have. But that's how you can easily mix and match all of your covers between any documents. You just have to make sure that both files are open within Adobe InDesign, and then you can move those pages. All right, so let's say I want to make changes just to this cover. So maybe if I highlight this, I don't really like the purple. Maybe I think it looks too dark, so I want to choose maybe white. Obviously, I can no longer see the text, so I'm going to go ahead and select that text. Oops. I'm going to select that text box, and now I'm going to go to the type tool and I'm going to change that to, let's say, a blue, or maybe it makes more sense to change it to a light purple so it matches. Same thing with this text box down here. I'm going to make sure I have the type tool selected and I'm going to change that to purple. So now I can see it. So really easy to change and edit these files inside of Adobe InDesign. And like I said, if you aren't familiar with Adobe InDesign, but you do want to make these edits yourself, one, you need to purchase Adobe InDesign. It is a monthly subscription-based service, but you also would probably want to take my free course, which is InDesign 101, and that specifically just teaches you how to edit my templates. I know a lot of people have different, different courses, like full-blown, I don't even know. I haven't finished a single InDesign course, to be honest. They're just too long. So this is like 5 quick lessons, just teaches you only how to edit my templates, and that's it. So, all right, so this layout is very much a rinse and repeat layout. I think it's the only rinse and repeat layout that I have. Oh no, that's not true. This isn't a rinse and repeat. It's kind of a rinse and repeat. So basically you have Monday through Friday on the left, you have Saturday, Sunday on the right, and then you have top priorities for the week, focus on your top tasks. So you can change all of this, right? So maybe you don't want to focus on top priorities for the week. I can double click inside of here. That should bring up the type tool over here. And I can change this to something else, like, I don't know, most important meetings, as maybe I'm selling this to corporate women and they want to make sure that they're, I guess, tracking their important meetings over here. You can change any of this. I would not advise to change the calendars because those dates are correct. The only thing you might want to change is, let's say you want to change the color. So you'd go over here to the selection tool, and let's say I really just don't like blue. So instead, I want this to be something else. So I'm gonna, let me highlight this. And you can change this to any color that you see over here, yellow, green. Let's see if that changed that. Whoops. Or you cannot change it. Hold on. Why isn't it changing for me? Oh, it's because it's a table. Sorry. So this is a table. So I can change yellow over here. Yeah. It's working here. Let me go over here. Object. Okay. So you want to make sure unlock all on spreadsheet, just because sometimes I do lock things on different spreadsheets so that they can't be changed. So I wonder if I lock that. I did not lock that. Oops. Hold on. I think this is a box on top of a box. Nope, it's not a box on top of a box. It is. Just move that over there. All right, try this again. Type tool. I know you can edit this. Hold on. Make sure you can edit these. Okay, so when you highlight this, I can definitely change this to yellow. I can change the type to black. Why can't I do it for this? So I can change the background on these. And for the top one, there's something I'm forgetting. I will get back to you on this so we don't stay here forever, but you can change those, I promise. All right, so the next one is template number 2. So over here, this one has a rinse and repeat layout. So on the left, it is the same all the way throughout. And then over on the right, you have Monday through Sunday as just one big chunk, vertical chunk over here. So over here on the left, let's say you don't like this sort of weavy kind of color, you can change that as well. And so that is a box. So that's a box underneath the box. So once you select that box underneath, we could change this to, let's just say you want a plain pink. And then you can move this back on top of there. And same thing with this. This is a box underneath the text box. So we could change this to, say, a green. I don't know what color you want to change it to. And then all of the type inside of here, you can change that as well. So this is Sleep Lesson, which is, I don't want to say it's expensive, but it is not the, I don't think it is that expensive. I think it's like maybe $15 or something. So if you go to, again, unlock all on spreadsheet, because that was locked, we could select this and we can change this to, let's say, a white dove script. I don't know what that was. That's kind of big. So maybe white dove should be smaller. So we can make this a 15. All right, that script did not work out. We could change this to something else that's more legible. There we go. Tredatello. Tredatello is not that pretty, but you get the idea. You can change it up here to anything you want. As soon as you highlight the text, that type tool will come up. In fact, oh, I know what I did wrong. I think it's really bothering me that this won't change. Oh, I'm so silly. All right, so I know why this won't change. So the reason this won't change is because it's a master page item. So if we go over here, we can see that master page A is applied. And because master page A is applied, when we go up here, we can see that it has a blue background. So you can change that in the master page, and then that will change it throughout the rest of the document. All right. Figured it out. So same thing over here. You have some master pages up here, and those also have different colors associated with all of them as well that you can change for the rest of the document. All right, so that is your second layout. Here's your third layout, and this is a sort of just lots of lines, right? So you have Monday through Thursday on the left, you have Friday through Sunday on the right, and then you have a to-do list all the way down. And then at the very bottom, you have Supergirl goals, and on the right, you have gratitude goals. Again, everything I make is for women. However, you can change that to be more gender neutral, but I'm sure you've noticed all of my colors and everything are kind of girly. And I really think if you're going to make something masculine, you want to use probably just blue only, or black and white and gray, maybe yellow. But yellow is difficult to see as text or lines or anything else. So same thing. If you want to make changes to any of these, the text, you can just highlight something over here, and you can go over here to the left, and you can choose something new. Like I always like Nutriface, text bold, and then I'll change the look of it. Also, if I want to change the color over here at the type tool on the top, I can change this to red, say like that rainbow kind of look, and then I can change this to a blue. And then I can come over here and I can change this to a green, right? So if you like that academic calendar kind of look where everything's a different color. Now, the only thing that's special about this is that these check boxes over here, you'll notice that you can't edit them directly. And the reason you can't edit them directly is because these are paragraph rules. So to make edits to this, you will go to Window, you will go to Styles, and then you'll go to Paragraph Styles. Now, once you're inside of paragraph styles, you're going to see that whatever I highlight, this is paragraph style 1 that's been applied. So if I double click inside of here and I go to bullets and numbering, bullets and numbering, you'll see that it has a square as the bullet. If you want, you can change this to a dot. Now everything is now a dot, but you can see it changes the whole document. Or you can go over here to the top and you can change it to numbers. And now everything is a numbered list of 1 through 5, or you can change it to none and say, okay, and now you just have blank lines inside of there. So again, that's the only thing that's different about this sheet, is how those lines were set up. Same thing with the spacing. So over here, you can see if I highlight the spacing down here, if I go to paragraph style, I can see that this spacing is based on everything that's been set up inside of here underneath rules. So paragraph rules. If I want to change this from a dotted line, I can make these solid lines. So you see how they got all really dark. Or I can change these to the thick, thin, thick lines, whatever it is. You have to have a microscope to look at it pretty close up. Or you could change this to these white diamonds. So let me just show you really close. These are pretty small. So now you can see those tiny little diamonds. So you can change like the look and feel of those lines with the paragraph styles if you would like to. But otherwise, they're usually just set up as small dotted line, like dash lines, just because the solid lines you saw get really dark. And so the dash lines, when they print out, don't look as dark. They're like still kind of light lines, so people can still write over them if they need to take up multiple lines for their text. All right, style number 4. This one is just kind of big blocks. So people can put whatever they want inside of there. You have a habit tracker on the right, and you have a to-do list on the left. And then you have just open areas for schedules. So you have, this is a little different. So you have Monday through Wednesday on the left, and then you have Thursday, Friday, and then you have Saturday, Sunday over here on the right. Now this one doesn't have any days on it, like Friday, Saturday, it just has numbers on it. And then over here, oh, sorry. So this one, same thing. If you want to edit it, you can just highlight any of these boxes, and you can see this is purple with a green outline. I can make this blue with a pink, blue with a pink outline down here and change that. You will have to change each of these individually. This does not have any master page items set up inside of it. Over here, number 5, this is the rose gold one, and this is the one that's set up with times. It looks very similar to the academic planner, except it's all rose gold. So it's like rose, light pink, gray sort of colors, basically my brand colors. I just thought it looked prettier that way. So over here, you just have Monday through Thursday on your left. You have Friday through Sunday on your right. And then you have quotes, fitness, theme, budget, goals. You can change any of these. So like instead of a to-do, you could write what's new. I don't know. Instead of goals, you could say projects. Budget, you could say allowance, because only children get allowances. Or you could say fun. Maybe you want to remind people to have fun for the week. But this one, does this have a master page? This does not have a master page either. So this one, if you want to change something, you'll need to change it on each individual page. So let's say I really just want to change this to a different font. So I don't like that Bedoni. Instead, I really like Gotham because I think that looks just a little better because it is set up to be a sans serif, which sometimes is a little bit more legible. So I can change all of these over here. If you want to change any of these boxes, you can just use the selection tool over here on the left and select a box. And let's say I want to make this bright pink. And I want to make this a bright blue because maybe I'd like to mix and match this with pages from, say, this one, which already uses blue, purple, and the pink, and I want to keep those styles. You can do that throughout this whole thing. With that blue, you might want to use a white text. And yeah, so you can just, you can just keep going through and doing every single box just like that. Does anybody have any questions? That's pretty much it. Those are all 5 of the templates that we went through. Darlene, could you please make the screen bigger? I cannot. So this is, I'm sharing full screen. So here's the problem. If I share Adobe InDesign only, for some reason, it does not show file, edit, layout, all these menus. I have to share my whole screen. And I have one of those XDR screens. And so that's kind of the size, I guess. Do you mean like that? I can make that bigger. I know you're like, I asked this probably 30 minutes ago. Devorah, hi Lisa, by chance is there a way to globally change colors or do you have to change each page or to master? You have to change each one individually or you have to set up a master. So most of these aren't set up with masters. Most of these are individual because what I did end up doing is these weekly planners were the first planners that I ever created. So I hadn't really mastered master pages, if that makes sense. So you'll notice that you might have to go ahead and reapply that master page to each page if you want to make a change to it. Darlene, thanks anyway. Yes, that is great. Okay. Thank you, Darlene. So now I know going forward, I will make it this size when I do InDesign tutorials so that then you can maybe hopefully see it better. Any questions on YouTube? No. All right. So I know the biggest question everyone wants to ask is, are you going to have a weekly digital planner? Yes, I am going to have a weekly. I guess the weekly digital planner is the Etsy Kickstarter, which is has a weekly, a monthly, and an annual inside of it. But if I was going to make a weekly only, I'm only going to choose one of these 5 designs. I probably, honestly, let's look at these. It will probably be this one. This design here, I'm going to make it smaller. This design, or yeah, it'll probably be this one. I think this one is probably the prettiest out of all of them. So I'll have that weekly available probably maybe later tomorrow. It shouldn't take me that long because this one already looks like, I could do this one, but this one kind of already looks like the academic planner that you already have the what am I trying to say? The digital planner version of. So I also have 2 other digital planners coming out this week as well. So I think what's going to happen is I'll sell the weekly by itself, and then the other digital planners I'll sell as a little pack that you can buy together. And those also are kind of like the Etsy Kickstarter where they have everything inside of them. And they're also pink. So I might throw this one in there as well. All right, guys. Devorah with the digital planner for the weekly. Yes, love that design. All right, perfect. So that was kind of it. Unless you guys had any questions, I will definitely be back. I just re-recorded today's video on digital products. I don't even know what happened to it. I couldn't find it. I must have deleted it on accident, but that will go up later today as well. So yeah, so lots of videos, soak them in, because after this week, I'm going on a YouTube hiatus after Thursday. So no videos for the rest of the month until August 31st, when I'm back with the launch for the Self-Confidence Planner. All right, I hope everyone's having a great Monday, or an end to your Monday if you're on the East Coast. And I'll see you guys later. Darlene, we'll miss you. Have fun. Thanks. Deborah, have fun, and thanks. All right. Bye, guys.